Hi, Batu, how are you?
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
good. So you brought your music, you brought your notebook. Thank you for that. Well done. Can I just go and listen to you first?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now, let's start with information about this sonata. It was one of his youngest age sonatas, like early in his career, and he went to Munich to write opera. For opera, it's Pretend Garden Girl opera, and he was trying to attract more clients, and that's why he wrote these sonatas, and not only this one, a couple of more sonatas, like kind of pleasant to hear, so people who listen to them, they will want to order him to write something else. They will pay for that. And that's why it's not very complicated. Part of music is built on a relationship of tonic to dominante. So it is written in G major, right? Mm-hmm. And why I mentioned about opera? it's very, it's one of those sonatas when he tried to make music more like imitating voice, like your tunes, like your music melodies. They are imitating voice, and that's why they should be more musical. You are having the amazing rhythm, but we have to make a little bit less fortes, less dramas, but more cantabile in it, right? More singing. Now let's start from beginning. What I mean, like tonic and dominant. So it is in G major, and it starts with G major. So that is still G and goes to D. And goes to G. Yeah, so it was tonic, went to dominant, and was dominant, going back to tonic. Now, and then next music. Do you think something new, or it is again same music played second time?
It's
Right?
repeats.
Yeah, so whole music so far we can see that it is based on sequences. So and same, right? And then this music, and then we again have and you have somehow show it that it is not new music, it is a kind of imitation of what we already did, right? So let's try to do that. And when we are imitating, do we play same way, or we are playing a little bit differently? Right. Okay, so that was very do. Why? Why did you put pressure accent on it?
Oh, accent. I was putting like.
It is, I told you, it is not too loud, so it is, yeah, ba, yeah. Do one more time. Okay, but maybe you don't notice, but when you are doing those tonal slurs, you are kind of putting like all your wrist, you are relaxing and hitting it with pressure, kind of like slapping almost. Can you do more like more careful instead of just what you did is great for contemporary. If you played Prokofiev, I will be happy about that. But it's different composer, and he's trying to make it pretty, trying to make it like, oh, I write opera, and my music even like sings like opera music. Okay, so go. Okay, that's good. So thank you. Now about this 16 notes. Are you happy about how you are playing them?
No, but
No.
for some reason I do it better when I do it faster.
Slow is actually revealing where we have problem, and I believe that your problem is that you are not using your wrist for the scale. Just use your wrist, roll it so it goes to, when it goes to higher notes, it kind of makes tiny crescendo. your hands, but more like horizontal, then you have to go inside of box, right? You have to go inside of piano. And if you are doing this all the time, it doesn't go deep enough. Okay, better than it was. Yes. Right? Da, 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 da. And use your wrist. If it was Haydn, that will be good. But because it is Mozart, and Mozart who is writing opera right now, so it should be. Now, this part actually it's my favorite when you play. What I don't like is sometimes your bass disappears. You are doing really good your right hand and all that, moving and going to crescendo, perfect. But I don't hear your left hand that
It's because I'm scared I'm gonna do it too loud.
Yeah, I understand that.
Because sometimes I do like.
Yeah, don't do that. That's not good. Yeah. So let's try one more time. Just that part. Okay. Now stop about that trip. Actually, you know that lots of people play it as a turn. You know, turn is when you go one note up and one note da, 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 da. Yeah, yeah. So listen on YouTube and to different pianists and let me know which one actually you like most. Now about your right hand, it's kind of like your fingers are kind of pounding, like kind of poker. Instead of kind of like instead of using your wrist to take them there, you are doing vertical movement with your every finger. Can you play on the right hand? Right.
Oh.
Okay. And why your first finger is you don't need your first finger. Just go there instead of like that. Good. Okay, why we don't? Yeah, okay, and don't clump on your cadence. That's your cadence, right? Don't make it too loud. Down, kind of like your music actually finished here, right? And
Yeah,
this
that's
is
why
just
I can't play. I can't.
why you don't play because you start like that. You don't mix the accent. That's good, right? Okay, now let's go to your. Do you know what sonata form is?
Yeah, it's like
Okay,
there's
tell
a
me.
head, and
Huh?
then it's like there's the beginning part, and,
And how
then
is
it
this now?
repeats,
Uh-huh.
and then there's a new part, and then it does more unique stuff, and then it sometimes puts the beginning, and then it just completely goes to the beginning to the end.
Okay, so sonata has three parts. First one is exposition, and then it comes development. And when you are right, we are using same things, same subjects, and just going to different keys and working more on it. And last one is called recapitulation. It is kind of repeat what you were doing in the beginning. You have first subject, like first thing, and now your second thing starts here. Your second theme, second subject will be longer, and it starts in different key. On which key?
F.
I will say that.
Oh, D.
B major. Again, dominant, right? Now, let's start playing that and I will see what we can change about this. Okay, now let's stop. So why you are doing on bar 25, why you are doing staccatos in right hand? It's not staccatos, it's just dotted notes. Taram, param, babam, ba ba bum. Yeah? And it's a syncopated music, right? So it doesn't start on your first beat, right? Blah, blah, and make it a little bit not very jazzy. Don't make it too loud. Okay, now again you get staccato. Can you stand up? Yeah. Don't make the second notes louder.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know why, I just like the.
Yeah, don't, yeah. You have that tendency. Beginning of everything you are trying to emphasize, don't. Okay, one more time. Okay, now stop. So your fingers are poking, instead of, but do more like with rotating your kind of like circle movement, with rotating your wrist. Okay, da da dum, ba ba bum, ba ba bum, ba ba bum. Don't finish. Don't. You are resolving it. Good. Okay, and here I will do a little bit happy. Christian da ba da ba 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 ba. Yeah. And use your wrist. So it is. You think that it is right, and it's actually not. Do you know what I mean? Its music is. If you think that way, you will rotate it. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, good. Now, let's continue from that. Pop, 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 pop. Okay. I was kind of like, I tried not to say anything when you were playing. That part was a little bit too much.
Try not to do it.
Yeah, that is good that you want to show me two note slurs. I appreciate it. And I just think that forte is not actual forte. It's more like, look, I am going that fourth interval up. It's not boom. It's not Beethoven, right? Yeah, just more playful, more lighter. And yes, it is two note slur. So first one you are leaning and second one releasing, but it's not that much. Okay, so thank you. So we have one question, right? Without answer. And another two questions, and this is answers. I will play this tool differently than this tool. So it is not. I won't do that. So I will do more like two questions. Yeah, that will be more interesting to listen. Something else I want to say about your Alberti bass here. We have to make sure that you are spending enough time to practice them. Staccato, rhythmical change, fast first and like shorter, longer, longer, shorter, then with two notes, double. And then triple. Just hold this section. Then what else we can do? Like slow first. And then other way around. So like lots of change in the rhythm, right? So just spend practice time just doing that. Do you think you can do it? Yeah, for sure. We have this tip with the counterpoint in there. Ah, that is not good. Ooh. No. And now stand up. What you need to do at home, adding it first very slow, and you have actually you have counterpoint in the left hand, which is so it's kind of like talking to each other, right? Just do once. Right? After you learn it once, then you do twice. It needs some work. I'm playing how many years? It's not easy for me. Now this part, and I won't do the staccato. You did very old right staccatos. Okay, again. It is a kind of end of your phrase. You resolve the right? Do you know that? Or you didn't know? Can you stand up? I'll show you. So you were doing piano here. Which again reminded me that you I didn't hear that much. What I am hearing is yeah. And don't finish your cadences loud. Make softer. Yeah. You see? No, stop. Your music starts not on F sharp. Do you know that? Where your music starts? Yes. Okay. Yeah, that was good, except this. Work on that. Okay. No, you are making staccato and it's not. Yeah. And don't make do one more time. Ba, 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 ba. That's one octave down. Okay, you will have to spend some time on this one. Yeah. Now, about this part, yes, I told you that it is appoggiatura and it is not very short note. But now you are making it 8 notes. So it should be 16, still 16 notes. It's just not grace note. It is daram, da 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 dum, dum. Da. It's like, imagine that it is one of these. Da ba da ba da ba da ba dum, da ba da ba. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it is not daram, it is not 8 notes. It's not even 8 notes. You made it almost like a quarter. Yes. That's how we are playing. And it's just no, it's just one. Okay. I would slow down that here. You know why? Just a little
That's
bit.
what I did in the beginning.
Yes. You know why?
Because it's going back to the thing.
You are right. So that was your development. How many bars we have here?
10.
18.
Oh.
That's 16, and then
Oh, I
12.
guess.
Right. It is D major, right? And then again D major, D major. Okay, now G major and and we are coming to recapitulation, which is in G major. That is exactly how we started. You know, that they call it home key. So I won't make you to play whole thing. I'll just explain you what's the difference between this one and that your second subject is not in D major anymore. Here you were in D major, right? And now you with all this modulation you ended up in G major, home key. Okay, and then it makes it very easy to finish everything in G major. So what I told you about beginning in exposition, you will have same work to do for recapitulation, right? This development doesn't have a lot of work, except you need to make sure that you are doing those. Yeah.
Oh, it's not like. But it's not like.
Yeah. Work on trills everywhere. And what I told you about, start your work with these 2 pages, and then I add up your recapitulation. Yeah? Okay, thank you very much. Any questions?
No.